Hey Vaper, Stirfry here. Today I'm going to be looking at the Loop RDA by Geekvape. So let's take it downtown and investigate. We have the Loop RDA by Geekvape. Case is pretty simple. It's like most Geekvape products. Have your shields on the side, scratch and snippets on the back on the inside, serial numbers and part number. Inside we have a Loop RDA. At first glance it is a nice, very nice RDA. As you can see, the Loop. We have two airflow controls, holes on the sides. And what happens is this ring in the center rotates. I can get this. The ring rotates. So you have the hole. So you have your openings there. And it's one single hole in the back. So if you're going to do single coil, just rotate that around. And then you have that side open with the other side closed where it says Loop. The RDA measures. Both be 34 millimeters, and it's 24 millimeters wide. On the top it has an 810 drip tip, goon style. You have a nice O-ring on the center, and it is nice and snug. Let's take a look at the deck. Oh, before I do that, and there is your 510 pin, slightly protruding. There's a flathead slot, so you can take it out and put in the included squonk pen. Now that's what they call the W deck. It's shaped like a W where your coils will sit in these two grooves, or one groove if you're doing single coil. If you notice, there's a notch right there. And what happens is that notch, there's a pin on the inside. See if I can get a good close-up of it right there. That locks in. So your airflow control holes will line up with these slots here. It's got a very deep juice well. Dual O-rings on the side. Keep it nice and tight and sealed. It's not too tight. Oh, it locks right in. And you have your grub screws. Flathead grub screws. The holes are pretty beefy holes. You can't put your really big coil builds in there, but they're a good size. Also inside the box, you have your goodie bag, which has your three-way tool, which has two flatheads and a Phillips. And the Phillips is for your squonk pen, which is here. Which doesn't have a slot, it has a Phillips head in it, which is good so it doesn't leak. You have your 510 drip tip adapter, some O-rings, and some spare drop screws. You also have a 510 drip tip. Underneath you have your instruction guide and your warranty card. So let's put a quick build on here. I already made two coils. They're 6-wrap coils, and I'm using a Alien Clapton style wire. Wrapped these myself. Not the best of my ability, but and you're just going to say, I'm sorry. You also have your negative and your positive, your peak insulator right there. So we're going to mount these two coils. And they're pretty simple. You want to cut them before you put them in. Just make sure they're not touching. Now I did cut these already. Once you tighten this down, they will twist a little bit, and you can always adjust them. You want to center them. You want to put them where this slot lines up with the bottom. Well, this slot is where you want to put them at. Now as you can see, these holes are slanted down, so they'll always hit the bottom of your coil. You got a little bridge right here where when you drip it in, it'll spread it from side to side. But it'll also control your airflow. Your airflow always runs up the sides and hits the side of your coil and your bottom of your coil. put the other side in. There we go. Tighten it up. These are some nice rub screws. I probably would have preferred a hex screws. The flatheads are nice, but they can sometimes, your screwdriver can slip at times. There we go. And the screwdriver can slip, which is why I like to prefer the Allen key screws or Phillips. The flathead has a tendency to slip on times. So I'm going to screw these in and check the resistance. Getting the 0.22 and do a quick burn. And I'm putting this on my Geekvape blade. Alright. And we're going to take it down to 30 watts. So let's unlock it. There you go. I just got to make sure that I got these adjusted. You don't want them touching the sides. And you want to try to make sure they're really in those slots. A little adjustment here. Bring this down. There we go. Okay, I'm doing it at 30. Pulse my coils. Now these are slightly spaced. I find that putting a slight space in them does help them run a little bit more evenly. Alright, I'm going to wick this up, and what we're going to do, we're going to put in it some Twisted E-Liquid Strawberry Mason, which is a Strawberry Queen and Twisted E-Liquids mix. Alright, I'm using some of Cotton Bacon's latest, the Cotton Bacon Prime. It's supposed to wick 30% faster. That's wicking the juice up, that is. And I like how it's nice and fluffy. I love this new cotton. It's really nice. So let's get this wicked. I'm going to do it up off screen and come back and we'll do it. Alright, so take a little cotton, twist on the end, and we're going to pull it through. You want it snug, you don't want to pull it too tight. You're going to be able to just adjust it back and forth easily enough. Now when I wick, I always try to use one section. Alright, there we go. And take some tweezers and fan it out. Alright, and then we're just going to fluff it. I just take tweezers and sometimes put it in the end there. Flip it out. Flip it out. it out. And we don't need to come down too far, so we're going to cut it right about there. Check, see how this looks. Yeah, it's going to be cut much more. Let's see how that looks. Yeah, so we're fine. Tuck it in. Tuck. I'm trying to make sure you keep it out of the little notch there. Take this side, tuck. I need to get some new tweezers because I actually used to have an angled pair, but they got used to death among other things. So you get a new pair. Ben, keep it out. Alright, now the juice I'm going to be using is the Lemon Twist Strawberry Queen, and it's the Strawberry Mason Lemonade it's called. This was a collaboration between Strawberry Queen and Twisty Liquids. There we go. A little better there. Alright. Large up a little bit. Now I'm going to be using this on my Geekvape blade. I love this mod. It's amazingly light, even with full batteries in it. It's got both batteries in the sled. I put a tank on top, and this thing is just amazingly light. There we go. Alright. Let's take this back up top, and I'll tell you what I think. So we have the Loop by Geekvape, another great product. So what are my thoughts about this, or would I recommend it? First off, I would recommend it. I love it. It's nice. It's got an interesting design to it. It's got airflow for days. I actually had to cut it down a bit. You do have to watch with the juicing. It's got a great flavor though. It's got a great flavor. It's real easy to build on. Let's talk about pros then. Pros. Real easy to build on. The deck is really nice. It's easy to set up. Easy to cut. I like the fact that it's an 810 and 510 drip tip adapter. I like the size of it. It's a nice compact size. It's about the average size of most of your RDAs. Airflow. It's got airflow for days. It can be set up for single coil. It's a good quality. It's very well quality made. It's a nice 510 tip on it. You can put it in a squonk mod. Cons. I really don't see too many cons with this. In fact, I don't have any cons that I can list right now. Another fact I like about it, another pro, I like how it locks in place, so your airflow is always set up for your coils. It's got a good price point. Color availability is stainless steel and black, which I have. They just released 2 new colors, a gunmetal and a green. I think it was gunmetal. The green, for some reason, I'm not crazy about green colors, but the green one I love. There's something about it. With the frosted 810 green drip tip on it and the green ring, looks really nice. They just released those. Again, there's not really any cons. Did a quick build on it. Oh, one more con I can't forget about. Now the holes, they're pretty big. I don't like the way the screws are set up because, like I said, if you're using a flat build, it can twist the ends. That and the holes could be a little bit more beefier, a little bit bigger for those really wild builds you want to put in there. The way it's set up, you could put some pretty good, decent sized builds in here. So, all in all, I give it a thumbs up. A+, however you want to grade it. It's a good quality RDA. Coming from a good company. So there you have it. There's the loop. RDA by Geekvape. I would recommend it. I love using it. I love building on it. So, but the choice is yours. This is Stirfry out. Vape strong, vape on.